Hey everyone, so I want to do a video on tips for box braids and twist. Since I am wearing box braids, I figured why not share some tips with you guys. I get a lot of questions about box braids anyways, so the first tip to those who want to get box braids or are thinking about it or are afraid to put them in, I get a lot of questions about edges and the hairline. I get a lot of comments from people saying, oh, my edges are already thin, can I put box braids in? You know, stuff like that. My opinion on thin edges and putting in box braids is either don't do it, or if you are going to do it, leave out your edges. Like, leave out maybe like an inch around the hairline, leave that area out so that you're not putting a lot of tension on it, which will make your edges worse. My suggestion would be to leave about an inch out or 2 inches out, whatever it is, or you know, leave your edges out. Don't braid or twist your edges. Leave the edges alone. What you can do is just slick it back with some gel, which I've seen a lot of people on YouTube do. Definitely look around on YouTube. There's definitely a lot of people on YouTube showing how they slick their edges back without putting them in the braids. Another thing is, what else can you do? If you're going to install braids and twist and you have to have your edges in, I would say not to do them tight. Do them very, very loose. You can always go back in and retwist and rebraid that area because it's, you know, just a little bit of hair there. So you can always go back in and fix that up. For me, for example, that's what I do. I don't twist or braid the hairline tight. My next tip is don't neglect your hair underneath the braids. We want to make sure that when you're wearing box braids, you are still taking care of your hair. So you want to make sure you're washing, you're conditioning, you're moisturizing and sealing, and I have videos on all of those things. So definitely check out the description box for links to the videos that I just mentioned. Also, before installing box braids, you want to make sure you deep condition your hair before you install them, and also you want to make sure that maybe your moisture and your protein balance is in check. Also, you want to just pamper your hair before you put in the box braids. So what I do is I deep condition, I moisturize and seal. I make sure my hair is nicely detangled. It's blowed out straight, just because I do have transitioning hairs. I make sure that my hair is nice and manageable so that the person who is going to be dealing with my hair doesn't have a hard time working with my hair. My hair is already very thick in its natural state, so I want to make sure that my hair is properly detangled, moisturized, so that when the person is doing my hair, they're not causing any tension, any pulling, any breakage. So you want to make sure your hair is manageable and moisturized. I get a lot of people asking me how long I keep my box braids in. For me personally, I keep them in for about 4 to 5 weeks. That's just as long as I can keep them in, just because once they start hitting 4 weeks, they start getting really, really frizzy because I do wash my hair, so my natural hair starts to spring out. If you can go longer, go longer. I would say don't go longer than 2 months. More than 2 months, you're pushing it. You're really starting to push it. There's people who go 4 or 5 months and they start developing mold and residue and all this nasty crap. So I would suggest 2 months max. Everyone's hair is different, everyone has their own opinion on it, but I would say 2 months max. So my next tip is to protect your hair at night. The longer you wear your braids, the frizzier it's going to get. So one of the ways to reduce frizz or to minimize frizz is to protect your hair at night. So for me, I sleep on a silk pillowcase, or I wear a silk scarf or a silk bonnet, and I have a video on my nighttime routine if you guys want to see that. I will leave the link down below. That just helps to reduce frizz or minimize frizz. If you go to bed without protecting your hair at night, you're going to wake up with really, really frizzy hair. So I suggest having silk pillowcases, bonnets, or scarves to protect your hair at night. Have fun with your braids. Braids are a really great protective style for the summer, winter, fall, whatever.